Some big cards this week on Mailbox Central. Come join me as we go through everything that came in the mail for the RKM Collection for the week ending January 16th. It should be a good show. Welcome to this week's episode of Mailbox Central. I'm Adam, and I'm your host, and I'm here to kind of highlight what came in this week in the mail for the RKM Collection for the week ending January 16th. I was really excited this week. We had 4 big new additions to our collection, and I can't wait to share them with everybody here today. Basically, mail days are always exciting, whenever you order a new card. And there are a few here that we've been eyeing for some time. Some that were kind of spur of the moment kind of ads. So we'll go through each one at a time, kind of highlight the cards, why we chose them for our collection, and give you a good idea of kind of what some of our hobby goals are and what we're collecting toward right now. So I can't wait to go over these with you. Hang tight because this 4th card's a real big one. But let's start with our first card today, and here it is. Let's take a look at the first card. Here is our first card for this week. It's a 1968 Topps, number 530 Bird Belters, featuring Frank Robinson and Brooks Robinson both on the front of the card. This card is in a mint 9 condition, and we added this week. Brooks and Frank together on a card. You have 2 Hall of Famers here. This was an easy ad for us. It was one we weren't really planning on purchasing, but when the opportunity came across our desk, we hopped on it. We're big Orioles fans here at the RKM Collection, so anytime you can get both Frank and Brooks on the same card is a real treat, and this is both of them in their prime. So again, this was a great easy ad for us. You can see that the centering is really good on this example. Let's flip it over to the back just so you can get an idea what we're looking at here. Bear with that. But again, pretty good centering on the back as well. No real defects or anything like that. So again, this is the 1968 Topps Bird Belters with both Frank and Brooks. And a great first add to our collection here. Our second card, we also are working on a 1933 Gowdy set. So our second card here is part of that set. It is the number 43 Gowdy Lou Fonseca in a PSA 6. Now, Lou, for those who aren't very familiar with him, he's Portuguese descent and was actually the 1929 American League MVP and batting champion with Cleveland. He hit 369 batting average that season to lead the league. He was, by the time 1933 was rolling around, he was near the end of his career, though. He was a player manager at this point with the Chicago White Sox. His last plate appearance actually occurred during the 1933 season. He kept on to manage the White Sox for another season after that. But anyway, this 1933 Gowdy number 43 Lou Fonseca. Again, a great addition to our Gowdy set that we're currently building towards. So it's been been working on the Gowdy set now for about 10 years, so slowly piecing it together. Our third card came from our friends over at Legacy Cards. It's the 1958 Topps, number 307 Brooks Robinson, and a PSA 8. This card is a showstopper for sure. The centering on this is great. And the image, I've always found this image to be to be interesting per se. I guess the best way of putting it, I know it was Brooks's least favorite image on any of his cards. It's the one card he said he could remember because of the image was so bad. Apparently, they caught him running in or making a running play or after a run, and took his picture while he was out of breath and winded, and then decided to use that as his second example on his cards. So again, not the greatest photo of Brooks, as he would say himself, but again, it's a classic image from that 58 top set. It's a card you don't easily forget just because of the way he looks like. As Brooks had said, it looks like he was going to throw up, and that's the image. Again, this is the part of our Brooks Robinson basic set. We're slowly working to. This is actually the second card. We have the 1957 Topps rookie card, but wanted to slowly start working towards putting this set together this year. This is one of our goals for 2026, is to put some distance here on that set and really get that under control or get that number down. So yeah, the 58 Topps Brooks Robinson in a PSA 8. And this was one of two purchases to come from Legacy Cards. Now, our last card, also from Legacy Cards, is a real big treat for us. We've been slowly starting on the 300 great cards by Mike Payne set there on the PSA set registry, kind of inspired by some of the videos from Ray from Philly, and wanted to decide to take on that challenge of that set. And to do that, it required us to kind of venture out away from, say, our normal pattern of purchasing Hall of Fame rookie cards to getting some regular release cards of some of the all-time greats, and really helps kind of fill out the collection a bit. So we're really excited about this next one. It's actually a first for us. It's the very first time this player is actually coming into our collection. Last but not least, here we go. And here we are. It's the 1956 Topps Mickey Mantle Grayback, number 135 in a PSA 3. This card is our first Mickey Mantle in our collection, and probably one of my favorite Mickey Mantle cards that are out there. Love the design of the 56 Topps, with the artistic rendering of the player, but then also having the action shot in the background. It really takes 55 Topps up to a whole nother level. And the fact that Mickey Mantle's back for 56 Topps after being away at Bowman the last couple years prior to that really makes this 56 issue all the greater. Add that to his MVP year in 56, and this is a must-have for any Mantle collector. A great card, and obviously one that definitely warranted it being in Mike Payne's book, 300 Great Cards, of the 20th century. So again, this Mickey Mantle, a center for us. No real creasing anywhere on the card that we could tell. We do see here, obviously there's some corner wear, and it's well loved, but it's now our well loved Mickey Mantle card. Again, the first Mantle to join the RKM collection, and we really couldn't be any happier with it. A little plug for Ash and the folks over at Legacy Cards. They've been great to work with. We've added a few cards recently to our collection from them, and we can't say enough how well they've been to work with in obtaining some of these grails per se. The little background, obviously for those who aren't aware, the 56 Topps has both a gray back and a white back version. The gray back is more rare in the first series. So that's cards number 1 through 100. And then the white back tends to be a little more rare in the second series, which is 101 to 180. The images on the gray backs tend to be a little better though. So you kind of got to pick and choose your battle there, or you can be a super collector and go for both. But we're really excited to have this 56 Topps gray back mantle in our collection, and we can't wait to maybe add future mantles down the road. Being lifelong Orioles fans, it took a long time to add our first Mickey mantle, probably longer than it should have. But again, part of that is probably out of spite. But no, again, great example here of the 56 Topps. Now, I told you it was going to be 4 big cards, and I wasn't lying. That was the 56 Mantle, the 58 Robinson, really big cards for the RKM collection. But then in addition to those two, we still made work on our 33 Goudy set, kind of taking that a piece at a time, along with the Bird Belters card, which was a nice, happy addition to the collection. So again, I want to thank you for tuning in to Mailbox Central. Hopefully we'll be back again next week with some new cards in the mail. But it's been a pleasure. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks again for tuning in.